Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week one, but
both.
The results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in?
Yeah, I'm on both of them.
Right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
2nd and 10 now. May with it. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they go play action with May. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You ain't fast enough, homeboy. You ain't fast enough to get up there. Stop trying to play two men and learn how to let your players do what they're supposed to do.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season.
It's crazy. You rather give up a touchdown and try to play Kyle Pitts. Should have played that in the beginning. And give up them little 5 or 10 yards.
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football.
Bad IQ is not that smart, buddy.
Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Why would you try to play Kyle Pitts on a little 5-yard out route? You should have been playing the over route with the crosser of the receiver. But you thought you could play both of them. Dude, please. That man ain't that fast. I already checked your team out. Not to be able to catch up with a 99 overall speed receiver. Good try, though. Good try.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Come on. What you got going on, bro?
16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
I don't know who you think you playing, doing all that stopping and shit. This ain't no game.
You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending.
Go on and fix this right quickly. I know you like that motion shit.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 13. Richardson going to move them around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play there as they get the conversion.
How y'all give up that, man?
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being.
Oh, red is perfect, man.
On that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down. The Buccaneers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard
know exactly what I'm going to do.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
But every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 20, here's second down and 5. Here, Richardson yet again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching.
You a gimmick player. I told you that before when I played your ass. You a gimmick player.
Points were available.
Straight gimmick. No skill.
On the board instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. They'll throw on 1st down with May. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Looking to throw, May. It's complete to Diggs. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game. And this is caught at the 20.
What the fuck?
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Second down, here's Richardson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. His kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complimentary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And some space here. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown.
See, that what happen when you bring that safety down. Learn not to bring the safety down, dude.
With career touchdown number 2,
You a screw. How would you be in a damn pass defense, and then you bring the safety down? What a joke.
Add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's a joke.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield.
That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. Trying to run quickly.
Few too many bodies in there.
That's a normal situation too.
You ain't fooling nobody but yourself, dummy.
Spread the field sometimes. There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards
But
the
don't
middle.
do that.
And if there's any
Don't click on the safety.
or maybe the ball
You're going to need
tipped,
it.
or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
I knew you were blitzing because that's all you know how to do.
Tough to stop here in this first
A
down.
zone blitz.
2nd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll throw with May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To the air, May. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. The one side gets an interception.
Should have ran the ball on his sorry ass.
Field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
defense. Our time. It's our time.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's second and 10. Richardson going to change the play here. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Eagles. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Back to the air with Richardson. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This still a one-possession game. 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing. And look, here's a diving catch right side.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Falcons.
That's the wrong person to try, boy. He got 99 speed, too.
Right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points.
Good try, though.
So far,
Good try.
Too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing now, May on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's May. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now it's Richardson. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Richardson going on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's May. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10. On play action, May. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Richardson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
I'm tired of playing around with this bitch-ass nigga, man.
Will send this one away.